CNN's breaking news coverage of former President Trump's announcement that he expected to be arrested yet again, taking an interesting turn when they focused on the special counsel heading up the probe. Watch.
Turns out even Jack Smith can't resist a $5 footlong. That's according to what we see right there, new and exclusive CNN video of the special counsel at Subway.
He was spotted today by CNN going to Subway for lunch, picking up a sandwich, leaving, and not saying a word.
I couldn't tell whether it was a footlong or was it a 6-inch sub.
Jack Smith going to Subway today is a message to Donald Trump.
The imagery was intentional and spoke volume.
Intentional and spoke volumes. Fox News contributor and columnist for The Messenger, Joe Concha, joins us now. Joe, they sure spent a whole lot of time talking about Subway.
Yeah, this is the old CNN, not the old CNN, Bernard Shaw and the Gulf War and doing actual journalism. This is the new CNN post Chris Licht, who was the president, who was ousted by an internal mutiny that happened at that network because they had the audacity to put Donald Trump on their air for a town hall, and everybody, the inmates basically resisted and overthrew the prison warden. So now we see the new CNN, which is not like the old CNN of Jeff Zucker, obsessing over a Subway sandwich. Jack Smith, that's their new god, basically, and that's what this network is going to focus on. Not the current president and Joe Biden and all the issues facing this nation. It's all about Donald Trump and the guy who's trying to take down Donald Trump and what he eats for lunch. That's where CNN is at this point, and that's why they can't even draw 500, 600,000 people in prime time, Todd.
Yeah, I agree with your alternate controversial theory. It's lunch. There's nothing else. President Biden seems to struggle, meantime, during his Oval Office meeting with the Israeli president. Watch.
Well, Mr. President, welcome back. Welcome back to Washington. Welcome back to the White House, and it's a pleasure to have you. We brought Israelis and Palestinians together at a political level, and Aqaba and as well as Shram.
I mean, look, the setup does not get any easier. This is an ally. This is friendly turf. This is a home game. You're literally reading off of note cards. So, again, setup doesn't get any easier. How much worse can the execution get? One, for the remainder of his presidency. But two, what about if that presidency goes on another 4 years, Joe?
Well, that's the thing, right? I mean, we've barely seen a campaign right now out of Joe Biden. And the reason why is that he doesn't have the ability to campaign, it appears, where you see the sitting president, the commander-in-chief, the leader of the free world, apparently, he looks like he's about to fall asleep while meeting with an ally, looking down, reading notes that are written for him. Americans should demand better. They should say, you know what, enough of this, because obviously this guy is not up for the job. You look at his daily schedule, it's pathetic. I'm sorry. That's the only word that comes to mind, and people should be saying, you know what, if Joe Biden can't run, and he can't be in the Oval Office until he's 86 years old, because this is the 80-year-old version, imagine him at 86, Democrats should be demanding somebody else run at this point, and at least represent the party in a coherent fashion. And that's where we're at this point. We're just demanding our president to be coherent, let alone competent. And I just can't believe that more people aren't paying attention to this. I guess they are. But this is unacceptable. I'm sorry that we see this from this president on a daily basis,
Well,
Carly.
he's now leaning into his age and speeches that he's making. He's joking about it, saying, I'm 200 years old, I'm 150 years old. And sometimes it is a benefit to the politician to lean into their weaknesses. I don't know if it's going to work out in his favor in this instance, but only time will tell. Joe, got to leave it there. Thanks for joining us.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.